now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Listen.
Cheetah. Gratitude is the attitude. Show is a blessing. To be back in the Black Box. Black Box.
Relax, roll up as we randomly react to content in these YouTube streets. Yeah. It's time for R&R.
Smack with Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the Black Box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
All that, like the homie said. The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. And y'all see the title, man. I don't think we need no further explanation how we got here. Yeah, I couldn't believe my eyes like you couldn't. So, with no further ado, let's see what this son has been up to. Oh, my mama.
Johnson, did you do it?
I plead guilty.
You plead guilty?
Yes, I done it.
The allegation of the decapitation, that is a very, there's a why behind that. And I think trying to determine the why is important. We're at the beginning stages of this. And like any criminal case, we got a long way to go.
Long before her name was stitched into headlines or her death reduced to a grotesque whisper, Sherry Johnson was just trying to keep the peace. At Hattiesburg High School, she was more than a guidance counselor. She was a lifeline. A woman who could coax potential out of the most defeated students. The kind of educator who showed up early, stayed late, and never forgot a child's name or struggle. She found scholarships for kids who didn't know they qualified, spoke hope into teenagers who'd been written off, and carried the weight of their futures like it was her calling. Her colleagues adored her. Her students trusted her. Parents thanked God for her. But when the school bell rang and the hallway chatter faded, Sherry went home to a house that felt nothing like the world she helped create. Behind her front door was a private hell, a son she couldn't fix, a cycle she couldn't break, and a fear she never confessed. Her home, meant to be a place of rest, was instead a place where peace had to be negotiated daily, where her voice was silenced, her generosity exploited, and her love thrown back at her in the form of threats, rage, and fists. The very man she gave everything to, the one she kept feeding, housing, and forgiving, had become the one person she should have feared most. There was always something off about him, something mean behind the eyes, something loud, entitled, volatile. But people made excuses. He was going through something. He was misunderstood. He just needed time, help, love. Sherry believed that too. She believed it until the very end. By the time anyone was ready to admit the truth, it wasn't a warning anymore. It was a body. And every excuse that once shielded him now sounded like a eulogy she never asked for. Welcome to the American Crime Femicide channel. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future uploads. Terrell didn't become violent overnight. He didn't wake up one morning and snap. He had been spiraling for years, and every step of the way, someone looked the other way or handed him another second chance. He had a long, well-documented history of mental illness, aggression, and outright violence, especially toward his own mother. In 2015 alone, the Stone County Sheriff's Office made multiple trips to Sherry's home in response to his behavior. In one instance, all it took was a request to turn off the TV. That's how low the bar was. She told him to turn off the television, and he responded with clenched fists and a challenge. "What you going to do?" he asked. She called the police. Deputies showed up and tried to de-escalate. Terrell wasn't interested in being calmed. He charged at them, forcing officers to tase him. He was arrested and taken to jail. 4 days later, they were back again. This time, Terrell and Sherry had been in the kitchen when he exploded in anger and physically threw her out the back door of her own home. She landed in the yard, injured and terrified, and fled to her mother's house next door. Once again, deputies arrived, and once again, Terrell resisted. They tased him 4 times and hit him with a baton before they could get him in handcuffs. That same year, he stormed into her room demanding keys and credit cards. When she refused, he tore through her things, yelling that it was his house. That wasn't just entitlement. It was delusion backed by aggression. He was arrested for domestic violence again. And each time, Sherry let him come back. But it wasn't just Sherry who suffered at his hands. The rest of the world got a taste too. In June 2015, while incarcerated in the Stone County Correctional Facility, Johnson brutally attacked a fellow inmate, Jerron Stubbs. The word attack doesn't even do it justice. He bit off Stubbs' nose and a portion of his lips, not a punch, not a stab. He used his teeth. Stubbs was so badly injured that the local hospital couldn't treat him. He was transferred to Jackson. The doctors did the same thing. He was then moved again to a third facility where a specialist was finally able to begin surgery. His nose was transported on ice. He stayed in the hospital for a week and later underwent additional plastic surgeries to try to repair the damage. But the disfigurement never fully healed, physically or emotionally. Stubbs later filed a lawsuit seeking $1.4 million in damages against both the Stone County Correctional Facility and the Federal Bureau of Prisons, alleging that staff knew Terrell was violent and mentally unstable, but still allowed him to remain in general population. The lawsuit further claimed that Johnson was allowed that privilege due to alleged connections to someone in the sheriff's office. Though that specific claim was denied, no one could deny the failure to act, especially after Stubbs said he had warned officials that Terrell posed a danger to others. Johnson's instability didn't begin in his mother's house. It followed him back from the military. According to court filings and psychiatric evaluations,
That's one that they ruined. On my mama, I didn't expect to hear that. I thought he was just like a street food.
his delusional behavior began surfacing during or shortly after his time in service. That part of his life was never fully detailed in the press, but it was weaponized in court. His defense attorneys pointed to his military background as the root of his psychosis, suggesting that he returned from service already fractured, already hearing voices, already battling demons that no one properly diagnosed, let alone treated. It became a pillar of their argument. This wasn't a son who grew up violent. This was a soldier whose mind had broken, a veteran the system forgot, a time bomb that...
That's what they do intentionally. But what do they do when it go too far? Christopher Dorner.
Had been ticking for years. But if the mental illness began there, the danger didn't stay contained. Whatever trauma he brought home from the military, it metastasized into full-blown, unpredictable rage, and Sherry bore the brunt of it. Not the VA, not the state, not the court. His mother. Always his mother. The military card added just enough complexity for the legal system to second-guess itself. Instead of treating him like the violent, unrepentant man he showed himself to be, time and time again, they treated him like a puzzle. A broken one. One whose missing pieces somehow made his hands cleaner. But no discharge, no diagnosis, and no mental illness erased what he did with those hands. And if that wasn't enough, there was also a gas station incident. In May 2015, Terrell was accused of stealing gas. When officers tried to apprehend him, he fled, leading police on a chase that ended in a standoff. He was found with self-inflicted knife wounds. He eventually pleaded guilty in 2016 and was sentenced to 5 years in prison. But that sentence was suspended. Instead, he was given 3 years probation. His probation officer pushed for incarceration, saying he needed to be locked up. The state ignored the recommendation. Once again, Terrell slipped through the cracks. And where did he go? Right back to his mother's house. Back to the woman he had already thrown, threatened, cursed at, and stolen from. Back to the woman who called the police more than once, yet never turned him away for good. Because Sherry still believed. she still thought there was hope for him, that he could get better. That maybe, just maybe, if she loved him enough, the anger would go away. It didn't. It festered. By 2018, Terrell was living in her home again. He had no job, no prospects, no accountability, and no real treatment. And Sherry was stuck, loving a man she feared, fearing a man she loved. Then, one day in June, she stopped answering her phone. Texts went unanswered. Calls went to voicemail. Her family grew worried. Days passed. They contacted the Stone County Sheriff's Office and requested a welfare check. Deputies arrived at her tidy brick home in Wiggins, Mississippi on June 6, 2018, and were greeted at the door by Terrell. He told them that his mother had gone on a cruise. But there was no suitcase missing, no travel documents, no friends or family who could confirm the story. Inside the house, there was blood. Lots of it, on the bed, on the walls, in the carpet. Deputies searched the property. Outside, under a tree, they found Sherry's headless body. Her head had been thrown over a fence. What happened inside that home was nothing short of demonic. According to his own confession, Terrell said the argument started over credit cards. He said he choked her. He said he beat her up real bad. And then he said he used a butter knife to begin cutting through her neck. When that didn't work fast enough, he finished the job with his hands and his teeth. This wasn't a loss of control.
Wow. I don't think I ever heard nothing like that in my life.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Yeah, he's a downright dirty, disgusting, decrepit motherfucker. Oh, my mama. To your mama? Sheesh.
This was desecration. He didn't just kill her. He mutilated her, and then lied about it, and then slept in that house for days.
What I found in the house was there was evidence of a crime. We continued to check the house and asked him, where's his mom? And that's when he told me where her body was.
Sherry Johnson's body was found in the backyard of her home. Authorities say with her head decapitated from her body. The Stone County coroner says preliminary evidence reveals she died from multiple blunt and sharp force trauma.
When brought in for questioning, Terrell didn't deny it. I plead guilty. I'd done it, he said, just like that, cold, detached, like it was a speeding ticket and not the annihilation of the woman who gave him life. And then came the insult to injury. Sherry had no will. And Terrell, her killer, was listed as the sole beneficiary on her $150,000 life insurance policy. Under Mississippi law, unless it could be proven that he willfully killed her, he could still inherit the entire estate. Her house, her car, her savings, all of it. Because in the eyes of the law, insanity could mean inheritance. Her brother, Zano Johnson, stepped in as administrator of the estate and had the money frozen while the court tried to determine Terrell's mental competency. His attorney filed motions to delay trial and leaned heavily on an insanity defense. A psychiatrist, Dr. Sarah DeLand, examined him and concluded that he suffered from schizophrenia, spectrum disorder, and delusional disorder.
He has to. And they always allow white suspects to benefit from these type of diagnoses. So at this point, I'm just curious, not him personally, but I'm interested to see if he gets the same type of consideration.
She said he was incompetent to stand trial, that he couldn't understand the proceedings, couldn't assist in his defense, couldn't participate in a rational conversation about what had happened. She recommended he be committed for inpatient psychiatric treatment. The legal maneuvering began. For years, the case stalled. Sherry's family waited. Her community waited. Justice waited. But in August 2024, 6 years after her death, a Stone County jury heard the case. They saw the photos. They heard the confession. They listened to the defense. And then, in less than 30 minutes,
That's why a nigga like Diddy wanted to be out on bail. He thought he was gonna stretch his shit out for like 6-8 years, whatever he could on hood.
They came back with a verdict, guilty of first-degree murder. Terrell.
If he was white, they would have took all them diagnoses and gave him a slight.
Johnson was sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole.
A Wiggins man will spend the rest of his life behind bars after murdering his mother. This is footage from the scene back in 20.
Got to be the same reporter I said, like she came from P-Norn. Y'all let me know, is it the same one? Or are they all starting to have a type?
2018. According to court documents, the jury convicted 35-year-old Terrell Johnson after hearing gruesome details about the murder. Johnson tried to tell officials his mother was on vacation before deputies located her severed head and body in the backyard. They also heard from his own confession of how he used his teeth and knives to remove the head. Johnson claimed insanity, but that claim was shot down.
But the damage was already done. The woman who spent her life helping children had been destroyed by the child.
Yeah, the irony in that is immense. You create a life inside of you, push it out, nurture it, watch it grow, and become stronger than you, and then it takes you out. That's deep.
Refused to give up on. And that's the part no one wants to say out loud. She should have let him go. She should have changed the locks. She should have stopped picking him up from jail. Stop letting him stay. Stop believing that one more chance would make a difference. But she couldn't, because love doesn't always come with logic. And mothers don't always survive their sons. Hattiesburg High School didn't just lose a guidance counselor. They lost the force of nature. The woman who remembered every student's name, who helped kids get into college who thought they'd never make it out of town, who counseled the broken, fed the hungry, and made struggling teens feel seen. Her desk now sits empty. Her phone doesn't ring. Her absence is loud and permanent. Sherry Johnson deserved better. She deserved a system that listened when she said she was scared. She deserved a state that locked up a man who mutilated another inmate. She deserved a community that stopped excusing madness just because it came dressed in family ties. And more than anything, she deserved to grow old in peace. Rest in peace, Sherry Johnson. You gave everything, and he took it all.
Fucking call, let's go, let's go! Fucking call, let's go, let's go!
Hey, Blue. You good?
I'm straight.
You know I got you. I'm just making sure you good. So are you good?
I'm straight. I'm not going out some business. Shit was different.
Yeah. Shit hit different. Yeah. Shit hit different. We all crossed that bridge though. Yeah. That shit hit different. That shit hit different. It hit different. Yeah. Look, that shit hit different when it's your own. You ever lost somebody close to you and wish that you could call their phone? Talk about your memories and play their favorite songs. The fact is, we all crossed that bridge. I know it's wrong. Sipping Remy, smoking blunts, you can't believe they gone. And when you shed tears and reminisce, they tell you stay strong, but it's fucked up. You in that casket and won't wake up, you looking good. Ain't even need a lot of makeup. Everybody showing love and telling you to stay up. Ran out of Remy Martin store run. I'm on my 3rd cup. They telling me to slow down, but I don't give a fuck. Taking so many losses, I feel like I got bad luck. Keep your name alive, they gon' remember you. Dealing with this pain and it's critical. A nigga still missing you. Keep your name alive, they gon' remember you. Dealing with this pain and it's critical. Nah, you don't know how pain feel. Feel like I should be taking pain pills. Send him lower your casket, it gave a nigga hella chills. And it hit different that you gone, this shit don't seem real. Yeah, it hit different that you gone, this shit don't seem real. Nah, you don't know how pain feel. Feel like I should be taking pain pills. Send him lower your casket, it gave a nigga hella chills. And it hit different that you gone, this shit don't seem real. Yeah, it hit different that you gone, this shit don't seem real. I stay strong and keep my head up. And I'ma miss them days I walk by, you tell me, boy, pull your pants up. The whole family missing you. And every time I step foot on 103rd and Avalon, I think of you. You always speak the truth, even if it hurted their feelings. You was nosy, always in somebody's business, working on my last nerve. I can't never win an argument with you. You always gotta have the last word. Shedding tears like a baby, cause your service was beautiful. More like a celebration than a funeral. Never thought I'd get that call that we losing you. Family in a single file line, all viewing you. Keep your name alive, they gon' remember you. Dealing with this pain and it's critical. I'm still missing you. Keep your name alive, they gon' remember you. Dealing with this pain and it's critical. Nah, you don't know how pain feel. Feel like I should be taking pain pills. Send him lower your casket, it gave a nigga hella chills. And it hit different that you gone, this shit don't seem real. Yeah, it hit different that you gone, this shit don't seem real. Nah, you don't know how pain feel. Feel like I should be taking pain pills. Send him lower your casket, it gave a nigga hella chills. And it hit different that you gone, this shit don't seem real. Yeah, it hit different that you gone, this shit don't seem real.
Neighborhood Net Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My name is Spider Low.
Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
It's Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
What the fuck?
My nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Blood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nate Blood on Hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, crap.
Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the black box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!